Hi everyone, I'm Beth White, founder and CEO of MeBeBot. This weekend I read a fabulous blog by one of our advisors, Jamie McGuire, as he was discussing some of the changes that are happening right now with the Microsoft Azure bot framework slash agent framework. And it just brought me to realize how complex it is to actually support AI solutions, especially when companies are working on doing and testing internal builds. And really, you got to kind of dig into what is that total cost of ownership of building solutions internally and what does it involve? Let me just dive in a little bit and show you a few slides I put together, heavily inspired by Jamie and his article that I'll share at the end of this recording. So total cost of ownership of internally built solutions is complex. The pace of AI innovation is surpassing most of the skills on a lot of internal teams, and there's so many different types of tools that have been released to the market, as well as different frameworks. So this kind of constant evaluation, context switching from their day job to working in AI and all the different things that are involved is incredibly challenging. It's not a marathon. It's a marathon and it's not a sprint. Let me tell you, we've been working in AI for over 7 years at MeBeBot. We have changed AI frameworks and different types of solutions in the way we build our solution to market several times now in just that 7 year period. But yet there's some key monitoring signals that can help keep you in the loop of what may be happening out there is from different types of public releases about different types of architectures. But teams internally have to decide, do they have the bandwidth to research and test all these different types of changes? And if not, what's the cost of the technical debt that they're going to incur by not keeping up on the latest advances in AI? So the hard reality is it's, again, a difficult time. It's not a one and done. It's a marathon that you're going and embarking on. And so when we think about what's happening with inside companies, there's so many different options of building AI that it's shifting the standards of what we know as even software development. And so you have to be able to plan and change and adapt to the different types of architectures that are brought into, production from testing in beta to then getting it into production. And what does that mean to your users, which are internal employees? And so this kind of cost of the constant changes and shifts, not to mention the evaluations your teams have to incur through this whole process, is costly to your business. It requires a really strong principles of engineering, flexibility. Many organizations are not set up to succeed here. And so when we think about this, the only constant is in AI is change, and that you have to build for adaptability these days and not permanence. So really think about that total cost of ownership. And if you have an interest in following Jamie's work, he has wonderful blogs to help people stay educated to what's happening out there in the AI industry. Proud to have him as an advisor to MeBeBot. And we do have our own solution that helps companies get started down a path of using AI within the workplace. We take on the burden of keeping up on all the fast paces of changes, as well as cloud hosting the solution and paying all those different consumption costs that many of you are starting to get that sticker shock over. So really think about this total cost of ownership of internal builds. Thanks so much.